Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Screamfest, aka the Movie Review Show, where the good movies are always reviewed. Peter Freakout 10 here, your host, back again. Anyway, today is going to be my first double feature review for a horror movie. This is going to be 2 horror movies in the series, and I'm doing a real treat for you guys, because I want to get these 2 films out of the way before I go on to watching some of the films I reviewed last year for Halloween. And, anyway, I'm going to start off by reviewing 2 films in a well, I wouldn't say low budget, but cheesy Canadian parody films for horror movies, and that is Prom Night and Prom Night 2. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, I should say. But anyway, I'm going to start off with the first one, Prom Night. This film stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Leslie Nielsen, and it doesn't say anyone else. But anyway, basically in this film, it starts out with these kids playing at a factory, a game called Killer, where it's like hide and seek, and when the people find you, they'll say Killer, and then you have to follow along with them to find the other people. And anyway, these other kids come along, and while she's gone, the girl, Robin Hammond, goes into the factory while her sister, who is pretty much young Jamie Lee Curtis's character, she tells him, I'm going to be gone for a few minutes, stay with your brother, but he ends up going along with her, and she goes into the factory to see what they're doing, and they end up teasing her, and they say, like, Killer, 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 and without looking where she's going, she ends up falling out the window to her death. And the kids that so upset about it, they decide to cover up the murder and not say nothing happened. So now, then the film jumps to a few years later, where Robin's sister, Kim, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, is about to become prom queen, and she's getting ready to do it with her boyfriend, who was one of the kids who pushed Jamie Lee Curtis's sister out the window. And before the prom actually happens, they start getting calls about a guy saying, "Hello, are you going to the prom tonight? Do you like to play games?" Yeah, but they think, oh, it's just a joke, he'll rain off. But when they go to the prom, each one of the boyfriend's friends are being killed off, because when they killed the girl, someone saw the murder, and he's trying to kill them off one by one for getting revenge on the girl. Oh, no. He's trying to kill them off to get revenge on them for killing the girl. I can't talk today. But anyway, now it's up to Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, being the scream queen. She decides to step up when the killer tries to kill her boyfriend, actually. That's basically the plot of the movie. But other than that, it's a really good movie. It's very cheesy, though, but it's a cheesy, fun movie. It's definitely a fun popcorn flick you can sit down with friends and watch. And Leslie Nielsen did a good job. The acting is your typical slasher film. It's made in 1981, so it's not a film that is new, and it won't have like a big high special effects and everything. But believe it or not, the 80s are better than the 2000s, I have to say. But yeah, this is a very good film, really good story. I mean, good special effects on the killer. I mean, I like the black mask he wore when he was killing people. The only thing I don't like about the movie is the ending, because after we find out who the killer is, which is a surprising good ending, that part I liked. That was actually the good part of the ending. However, after we find out who the killer is, it just stops. The movie just goes to the credits. And I found that to be incredibly disappointing, because it just stopped. Like, okay, we explained everything, we're done. Like, what happened to Jamie Lee Curtis after she found out who the killer is? Is she gonna go crazy herself and kill the people? Or did it just stop for some reason? That's basically what disappointed me about this movie. But and another thing I don't like about the movie is the fact that whenever the killer kills people, just will play disco music. And I just found that to be incredibly annoying, because it takes away the feel of the horror of the movie. It's like I'm not even watching a horror movie. It's like I'm watching a dance movie. A disco dance movie, I should say. But anyway, It's not a bad movie. Definitely good special effects. Jamie Lee Curtis had a good part in it. Leslie Nielsen did a good job playing the principal, being a very serious principal while also being funny at times. The kills were also funny. They're basically your over-the-top, cheesy kills you would find in a horror film. Overall, very good movie. Definitely underrated. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely a film you should check out. Hugely underrated though, but definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. This is a good sequel too. It's not quite as good as the first, but it's good. This one takes place where it focuses on a different killer this time, not the one for the first one. It basically has nothing to do with the first one. You can pretty much cross out Prom Night 2 and just leave Hello, Mary Lou on it. But other than that, basically in this movie, it stars Michael Ironside. If you don't know who Michael Ironside is, he played Sam Fisher in the Splinter Cell games. I'm not kidding. He played Sam Fisher. I know it sounds weird, but this is him right there when he was younger. And believe it or not, he does a good job in this movie. Basically in this film, it's about a girl named Mary Lou Maloney who, as a teenager, cheated on her boyfriend, played by Michael Ironside, and she ends up getting on fire after the boyfriend tries to throw a stink bomb at her while she's being crowned queen, but it actually gets under her dress and causes her to catch on fire. So now the film jumps to 30 years later, and there's a new person to be crowned queen called Vicky Carpenter, who is a very nice girl, loves her boyfriend. However, she has parents that all they care about is God. All they want from her is to be great, go to college, have a great life. And her boyfriend is the son of the man who killed Mary Lou Maloney. And while she's going through the prop room, she ends up going through Mary Lou's stuff, and she finds the crown there that she's going to be wearing on the night of the prom night. And she takes the crown, and her friend ends up finding it too, and actually plays with it, and she ends up releasing Mary Lou Maloney, who is pretty much butchering Vicky's friends, and also is stealing. Well, she's taking control of her body and wants to kill the people who killed her when she was little. Now it's up to, of course, Michael Ironside to stop her, like before. And the overall story, I don't know, it just felt rushed to me. And in fact, the whole film is just rip-offs of films like Nightmare on Elm Street, Carrie, The Exorcist, and I don't know what else, but they rip off a lot of stuff in this movie or else reference it, but it's not a bad movie. It definitely is cheesy fun, just like the first one. If you like the cheesy sequels, I think you'll definitely like this. You don't have a memorable cast other than Michael Ironside if you know who he is, but I just didn't like the killer as much in this one as I like the first one's killer. She's just not as creepy. She's not the type of killer I'd say lands on my top 10 horror movie killer list, like Chucky, Leprechaun, Pinhead, Maniac Cop, Candyman. I don't know what else. Oh, Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentine. That's one thing I can say too. But overall, it's not the best killer in the world, but she definitely is an alright killer, just not the type of one I would land on my top 10 horror movie killer list. But overall, it's not bad. I definitely recommend you rent it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. But other than that, it's your typical B-movie acting. But it's a fun movie. Definitely is a film that I'd sit down and watch sometimes for Halloween. But overall, it's just not my favorite movie in the world. Definitely is not my favorite movie in the world. But definitely is an alright movie. That's basically what I can say. Alright. Not as good as the first one, but still good. It definitely still captures the feel of the first one, though. But overall, still an alright sequel, just not as good as the first one. I do praise Michael Ironside, though, so I guess that can get it a 7.5 out of 10. So, but yeah, overall, definitely rent it, but just, if you like the first one, and you might be disappointed, but it's just hard to pronounce it. But anyway, that's basically my review of the two Prom Night films. I will try to find the sequels and review those once I get them. And hope you enjoy this review, and be sure to stay tuned for my next review. I'm I'm going to try to review some of the zombie films next week. I'm going to start off reviewing Dawn of the Dead, the original, Day of the Dead, and Land of the Dead, so on, and Shaun of the Dead. And I'm also going to be watching Zombieland too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!